What's going on, guys? Your boy XQ420 here. Welcome y'all back. Another episode Beyond the Cube. Of course, as always, the powerful one is with me tonight, Corey Hughes. Corey, how you feeling?
I'm feeling fine.
He's feeling fine. He gets his. He's got a ritualistic dab that he does beforehand. Hey, I believe you call it wax, right? That's what it is. It's the wax.
The wax?
Is it premium Sumerian wax?
No.
Hmm.
Sumerian? Motherfucker, ain't been no Sumerians in 5,000 years.
Exactly. That's why it's premium. I mean, come on now. I mean, that's how this thing works. The rarer it is, the more premium. It's like
I
caviar.
wonder how old someone's got some old drugs. If someone got some of that 1920s cocaine when they used to sell it at the drugstore, like, is there a jar of that still kicking around?
Oh man, I wonder if there is.
I bet some of them old timey drugs is still around. I bet they was good too, man. You look at cough syrup. Cough syrup had like morphine, THC, alcohol. Like,
Yeah, it used to
it's
actually
like,
help you.
goddamn.
Yeah,
Yeah, it fucked you up for 3 days, and when you woke up, you're like, God damn, I'm fucking guess I'm better.
I definitely feel better now.
Bro, they were
There's no
giving that
doubt in
kids
that about it.
they're giving that shit to infants and stuff. I mean, it's like, what the fuck?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did it? Oh, okay.
It was normal
Well, I
back in the
mean, I
day.
guess. Well, I guess that's why they didn't cry as much. You think that could be the case?
Yeah, because they're all strung out.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're okay with that. Hey, look, the world continued to move on after that. So you know, I think maybe we might be babying kids a little bit too much.
Yeah, they should beat them.
Like, wait, a proverbial beating or a real beating?
Beat them, like smack them around all the time. They step out of line,
Or
you get the back of the
like a
hand, like
tongue
I did.
lashing? Isn't that what they call it? A tongue lashing,
No, I got my ass
per
whooped when I
se.
stepped out of line when I was growing up. I turned out just fine.
Well, I mean, I did as well, but that's taboo now. That's taboo. People be trying to call child services on you. Can child services immediately get you if you're caught spanking your kid? Can they
No,
just
you're
come
allowed
straight?
to discipline your child till they're 17 days and 364, 17 years, 364 days. You can kick their ass all you want. It's called parental discipline.
Oh, okay. So as long as I put it under the guise of that, we should be good, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, well, we'll take it. We'll take it. I don't know. I see parents all the time now that they lack the fortitude to discipline their children, and then at the point in time where they get old enough and they realize that you ain't gonna do shit, it's become too late, and now you have wrought another piece of scum up on the face of this planet.
You are correct. You are correct.
I mean, that's how that shit works. But look, hey, here's my thought process. I was like, you rather whoop their ass to let them know that hey, there's somebody bigger, badder on the block. Because like people out here in the world, like when they whoop your ass, they're gonna take you out. You know.
So the people who turned out fucked up in life are people who didn't get beat enough and people who got beat too much. You got to get a
Yeah,
certain mid range of getting beat just right, and then you turn out normal.
yeah. I mean, so what? So acceptable, switches, fly swatter, belts, things like that to the legs usually. All right, to the
Chair once or
legs,
twice.
behind. Yeah. What was that? It said, I think the hardest object I got hit with was a pack of floor mats.
That's rough. Yeah.
It was like those plastic WeatherTech floor mats. They weren't WeatherTech back then. We talk about the early 2000s. But I had did something to my sister, and like my dad immediately just reacted with the floor mats directly to my back. It knocked me down. But it definitely
Mm,
got my attention. And I think that's the main thing. You want to get their attention. I don't think
yeah.
we get enough attention. Well, you see, the thing is now is that we've dived into the child affirming care. So whatever the child affirms at the moment, we have to work with that. I think even in the
Man, if I would have
Hispanic
told my
areas.
parents I affirmed that I would demand a pizza right now, they'd have fucking affirmed the back of their hand across my face. I guarantee that much.
Yeah, but how hard was it for you to get a pizza? Back when you and your parents were ain't like Domino's and Papa John's, all that shit was around the corner. Man, like people don't realize that. Like, if you want in a city, it was hard to dine out in the damn 90s. This shit was hard.
Was it really? See, I grew up in Sarasota in the 90s and in
Okay, so
Florida, which
you
is
so
a
you in inner
city,
yeah, that's a city, yeah. So you
it's
were
a
all right,
city.
man. I'm in a rural area. Like we had like the chuck wagon, which like you couldn't eat inside. Like if it was 0 degrees outside, you still walked up to the window, ordered, and stood outside and waited for your order. So we had like chuck wagon. If it was if it was a special occasion, Midway Grill, you get that flounder. But I mean, that flounder ran. You know what I'm saying? Back then, got 4 plates. It cost you like $30. Now that 4 plates now cost you about 100 and some dollars. But I mean,
Man, it's so funny because I remember in the in the late 80s, early 90s, my grandparents would take me to the movies and they'd sneak in a can of Coke. You know what I mean? They were they'd sneak in a can of generic
mhm.
soda, right? That was what they did. And then we'd get to go to the buffet after. We'd go to it was like we went to Duff's buffet and there was some other buffet. It was some other.
What about did y'all frequent the what would it be? Western Sizzler? Was that in your
You
area?
know, we
The
had a
Sizzler?
Western Sizzler. We had a Western
Hmm.
Sizzler. That wasn't one we frequented too often. Hell, where do we go? I'm trying to think. We used to go a lot to
Golden Corral? Golden Corral?
Carrabba's. We'd go. No, we never really did Golden Corral. There wasn't a Golden Corral near us.
Okay.
My parents would take me to this barbecue joint all the time, and if we wanted steak, we'd go to the Ale House. My parents were big on the Ale House. They always had their places, you know. I miss my
Okay.
folks. They've been dead 8 years now at this point.
Okay. Well, I mean, of course, everybody always says sorry to hear that, but eventually, all of us
Yeah,
pass. It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And I know that yours was a particular situation with a disease. So
they
I
just went
always tell
quick. It
people
was
that.
like back to back. It was like within 8 months. It was like my dad just tuned out after my mom went. My dad just like checked out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is that not like the sign of like true love? Like when one passes
no,
and the other one's like
no. It's a sign
doing
of
it.
your broken routine. It's a sign of you've been in the same routine for 50 years.
Well, I mean that the routine could be love.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so Carrabba's was open back then.
Yeah.
That seems
Mhm.
recent. That's the Italian grill, right?
It's
Or just good
one of them. Yeah.
pasta.
Yeah.
Pasta. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean,
My
part
parents
of the
had a
reason I was
routine. It was
asking.
like, and it would be like movies. It would be like Friday night would be movie night and go to a restaurant. And that would be the one
Okay.
week. That would be the family thing once a week, you know?
Okay. Well, you see, ours was what was it? Sunday lunch.
Mm.
Go like to the Golden Corral. Get the Golden Corral. Every once in a while, maybe it was a Saturday. Go get a bucket of chicken,
You want to hear
KFC.
about, you want to hear a scam? You want to hear a big scam? Motherfucker, you can get pickup service at the Golden Corral. Like, you want to talk about go fuck yourself. I'm not
Are you
supposed to
talking
put
about
in an order at
were
the
they
Golden Corral.
curbside? Curbside.
They curbside you
Yeah.
Golden Corral. No, 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 no. I need to hit
Yeah.
that dessert bar like 4 times. Okay, no, I'm that okay. That buffet is getting run through. Let me tell you, when I show up, that buffet is getting run through. I don't want to hear no. Give me 2 styrofoam containers of food. Fuck you, my man. No, no,
But
no,
you pay
no.
for it in that indication. You pay for it by weight, so it's a little bit different.
It's ridiculous what it is. If you do that, you're
It
not
is,
a
but still,
fucking human being.
well, no, you're just not American. But I mean, but look, man, every once in a while, you just got a couple items that you want, maybe at the Golden Corral, and you just go kind of pick it up. Put it in one of those to go plates. I'd rather go inside. That's me personally. Okay. It's kind of like, well, I don't know. You get groceries and stuff delivered to you, don't you?
I do, but I haven't lately because I moved in April and I'm literally like less than half a mile to the grocery store. I can walk there. So I find that
You're
my
at
shopping
King
habits
Supers,
have
right? You at King Super?
yeah, yep.
Okay.
My shopping habits have completely changed. Like, I buy milk and juice and basic stuff like that, but then I don't buy a lot of food anymore because I'll go daily and buy what I want to eat that day. You know what I mean? I don't need to do a big old shopping. It's weird.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you want me to be honest, like I haven't like truly grocery shopped in 10 years. So
So what's in your
my
fridge? You got to have some milk and some juice and some shit up in there.
my girlfriend grocery shops. I mean, oh yeah. I got my dailies because every morning I drink milk. I drink about 12 to 16 ounces. So I do that every morning. The weekends, Saturday and Sunday, I have my orange juice. And then I drink my vitamin water zero vitamin water. Y'all can sponsor the show. I keep talking
That
y'all up.
tastes
One day,
like if I were to like lick the floor in the Gatorade factory. That's
this
what
is
that
not
tastes
true, guys.
like.
Guys, this is not true. Okay, all right. What Corey is saying right then and there is maybe one of the most blasphemous takes that I've heard from him since we since we have known each other. This does not taste like the four. This is the zero. You don't want the sugar, the over sugary stuff. I mean,
Here's the deal.
it's
Let me
got that earthy taste.
explain sugar to you in a nutshell. I'm an addict and I need it, and
That's
I can
fine.
cut down, but I can't quit it.
Yeah, but look, guys. Even right here, okay, we're seeing this. Let me get this rotated. All right,
What's it
we're
got some
talking about.
aspartame up in there?
No, we've got 100% of your vitamin B3, B5, and B6. We've got antioxidant vitamin C and selenium. We got vitamins A, E, calcium, and zinc. I mean, this thing
Okay,
right here will get you over the hump. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
I'm
I
trying to
take
tell you.
I take a whole handful, fill this thing up, a handful of vitamins every day. I take me a zinc quercetin mix. I take me an A. I take a K. I take a B12. I take a E. I take a fish oil. I take a magnesium. What else do I take? And did I say B12? Yeah. Oh, and I got to add. Oh, and I take an iron. I take an iron. So
Oh, okay.
because I take
So
all that
you take
stuff, I
what?
can just drink chocolate milk all day.
Chocolate milk? No, oh, I'm down. I'm okay with chocolate. Okay, so I'm okay with chocolate milk, but like,
Are you? Was it me and you talking about YooHoo at one time?
yeah. Well,
Did you get yourself a YooHoo
strawberry
yet?
yoo-hoo's my favorite. Strawberry yoo-hoo's my favorite. You know, I hadn't even thought about it.
That's not even really YooHoo. It's it's got a flavor that's good, and it's a beverage, I guess, but it is not a YooHoo. It is blasphemous to call it a YooHoo. They should have called it like something else.
Corey, it's definitely a yoo-hoo. It's the strawberry one.
They should have called it like Yaha or something like that.
He definitely should not have. Which I believe both of them are phenomenal drinks. Okay, they are. It is a chocolate drink and a strawberry drink. It is not quote unquote milk.
At least they haven't gone as far as companies like Coke who put out like weird flavored Cokes. Like there's some like marshmallow Coke recently or some Oreo Coke.
Yeah. It was Oreo Coke. Some girls at work were drinking that. They were like, "Man, it's like somebody dipped Oreos in a Coca Cola." I'm like, ugh. You know what I'm
All right, so
saying?
thanks to Google AI, we got weird Coke flavor options. Well, besides that machine that they got at like the Five Guys, where you can push like 20,000 flavors into your Coke,
Well, yeah.
besides
How
that,
is
forget
that?
about that.
Have you seen that? The cartridges.
Yeah,
The cartridges
yeah.
are like that big. Like
I've
that.
never
I
seen the
think.
cartridges. But
Yeah,
you can get
it's
a.
little mini cartridges they put in there.
The weird thing is, like, all them flavors are like sugar-free flavors, and you can taste it. You can tell that they're not good flavors, right? You can tell it's got that weird aftertaste. But here we go. Here's some
Yeah,
flavors for
yeah.
you from Coke flavors: Georgia peach and California raspberry.
Okay.
These flavors were sold in glass bottles and featured a distinct peach or raspberry taste, and they were popular in the U.S., particularly among those who preferred sweeter sodas. Oh, thanks, AI. I love how AI just like puts little things in there like that.
What do you think would be the
Um,
better of those? I think the peach would probably be better.
well, in a Coke setting, I don't know, possibly the raspberry because it might be close to like cherry. Lemon
Okay.
Fanta in Germany. Blueberry Fanta. Who gives a fuck about Fanta? I guess
Hey,
Fanta's like,
I'm partial. Well, Sun Kiss Fanta. I'm an orange drink. I call it the orange
mm,
drink.
mm-hmm.
Fanta orange, Sun Kiss orange.
Or a
Yeah,
grape, or grape. The grape flavor is good too.
yeah. Grape's pretty good. Grape's pretty good.
Coca-Cola Starlight. This limited edition flavor was described as capturing the essence of a starry night and had a sweet, slightly fruity taste. I never heard of that. Coca-Cola Dream World. The flavor was marketed as bottling up technicolor tastes and surrealism of the subconscious. Like, fuck you with your fucking word salad.
What is it? Kamala Harris?
Um,
Did
oh,
she
here's the
did she
one.
write this?
Coca-Cola Spiced. Raspberry and spice. This permanent addition to the Coca-Cola lineup features a raspberry and spice flavor profile targeting Gen Z. I don't know what the fuck that means. And Happy Tears Zero Sugar. The mystery flavored soda available on TikTok. Oh, that's not Coke. I guess it's made by Coke, so they're including it.
Mystery
But yeah.
flavor?
And then Fanta Colita, Costa Rica. Tropical fruit flavored Fanta.
No, no. Anything that's pina colada flavored, do not drink it. It tastes like suntan lotion. I'm trying to tell you, it tastes like it's butt booty cheeks. Seeing how we're on the topic of food, Corey, uh, I'd seen this post right here recently about best fast food French fries, and I'm a French fry connoisseur. Okay, that's
Honestly,
kind of what
I
I
got to
do.
say, it's not even a question. If you ask me, I think Five Guys pretty much takes it without even a second thought.
I'm with you. I'm with you with
And
the fresh potato.
not only is the fresh potato is cooked in 100% pure peanut oil, so you ain't got all that weird seed oil shit.
Right, right. Now, here is their take. This is from the New York Post. They did some polling.
Anybody who
Let
says
me bring this up.
um, anybody who says In-N-Out's got the best fries is you're just gay. That's all there is to it.
Okay, so here's where we're going. We're going top 13. Arby's crinkle cut. Now,
Tell me that's
I've
not in
always
like
been
the. Tell me that's not the order. That's like a random order, right? It has to be random order because
no,
McDonald's fries are fucking dog
no,
shit.
can I just get through this? Look, he's already jumped the gun here, okay? We don't know that McDonald's is number one, except that it is. Uh
This
the
suck.
Arby's crinkle cut. Yeah, if you've never had Arby's crinkle cut, they're actually very good. I was surprised. Arby's is known for their curly fries, okay? But I was like, man, y'all got some crinkle cut now. Let me get down on those.
So
And they're actually really good.
so here's my question. Out of this list that we got here,
Mm-hmm.
all of these fries are like reconstituted potatoes, not straight up fresh cut potatoes,
Except Five
except
Guys.
for and maybe In and Out possibly.
Are theirs
Um,
fresh? They're not frozen?
In and Out is fresh everything. I got to give them that. I'm not a big fan of In and Out. I only had it once, but I had it
Okay.
after having had. I'm a guy who eats Five Guys somewhat regularly, once every couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and when I had In and Out, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I was like, this is legendary shit that people talk about, and people they'll line down the fucking 2 miles of cars in the drive-through for this. I was like, fuck you. But I don't know, man. People love that goddamn shit. I haven't figured out why. Oh, we got one here in Colorado. Finally, it's down in Denver. I got to drive all the way to 50 miles to go hit it. So, but I got a Five Guys like 2 blocks from here. Actually, I just had a Five Guys
Okay.
tonight. It was fucking good. I put my Five Guys on my goddamn floor. I go upstairs to get my drink. I come back and my dog just ate the bun off my goddamn bottom of my burger. I had to eat the burger without the bottom bun. Smack the piss out of
Hey,
my
look,
fucking
that's what
dog. You don't
happens when
fucking
you.
do that to
Hey,
me.
hey, you paid a price. All right, that's what you do. So, guys, that was number 13 was Arby's crinkle cut. Number 12, Corey's been talking about it In and Out. Number 11, Wingstop. I was not impressed with Wingstop. I ate there
Wingstop
one
is
time.
Pizza Hut.
So, are you saying it's bad?
It's the same company as Pizza Hut, and their wings are as good as their pizza.
I wasn't impressed with Wingstop's wings. It was like I don't know. It's something about I prefer my chicken almost just a touch overcooked when it's like
Yeah, I gotta
I
say, I've
don't
been
know
super
if it.
impressed with that Raising Cane place as far as chicken goes, because so many other places like
Uh huh.
Wingstop, you get some boneless nugs or something, and like you'll get it'll be soaked in like some sticky ass fucking fake Chinese fucking
Yeah. Yeah.
sauce, and it's got like 3,000 calories of fucking MSG before you get to your chicken, and so it's just like overwhelming all the fucking, all the sauce and stuff, and so when I had that Raising Canes, it was bomb. It wasn't overly breaded. It was just perfect. They did something, but man, they got a little bit of love in that fryer because it was fucking good.
You
Hell's
said
yeah.
they
You
got
ain't got
some
a Raising
love
Cane
in
up
it.
there? You got a Raising Cane near you?
Uh, actually, I need to get by it. It's we've got one, but it's actually on campus. So they built one on campus. So I haven't had a chance to actually go and eat there yet. I also got a HCK chicken here that I need to check out
One
as
thing I've really
well.
been itching for is I've been really itching to go to like Sweet Tomatoes, like the salad bar place.
Uh,
That place was fucking amazing. Wasn't nearly as healthy as they like to make you think with all that bread and shit and cake and dessert they make you eat. Well, they don't make you eat it, but they kind of make you eat it because they put it out there, and then so it's you got to eat it, right? And so, but the COVID killed that company, and then that company went into like hibernation for 4 years, and they just reopened one in fucking Phoenix. They're going to be opening more, but I'm like, God damn, that's some perseverance to survive that much. Because yeah, fucking buffets took a
perseverance.
hit over COVID.
Oh yeah. I think that the only ones that really survived Golden Corral because everybody's gonna go there.
So
Showtime is
you
still
gotta,
going.
bro, you gotta hear how gay these fucking companies out in Vegas were. These buffet, because everybody's got a buffet out there. Some of the better buffets are like $100. You go to the Win buffet, it's like $88 or something like that. Probably worth every penny. But
Seafood buffets made it. The
um,
seafood buffets. Yeah.
if so, what they did for a while was you had to wear your mask, of course, and you went in and you stood in a line and you couldn't go get your shit from the buffet. You had to give your plate to one of the people that worked there, and then they went and got the shit for you. You're like, no, I want some of that. I want some of that, and then they gave it to you, and then you went and sat down. It was the gayest thing of all gayness throughout COVID. I swear, it was pathetic.
You said ultimate gayness.
It was the ultimate gayness when it came to the buffets. And man, I didn't get to eat as many buffets as I want. I probably had 5 or 6 different buffets, but there's like 50 in Vegas. I got to move back to Vegas, man. My heart just belongs there.
It's in my heart and my whole ass. So we're back on the French fries. Wingstop was 11. Number 10, Sonic Groovy fries. I didn't know they were groovy.
I've had Sonic fries. I never thought they were anything special. They didn't jump out as phenomenal.
It said they're groovy. Okay, number 9, Five Guys, which we think is the number one.
But I think it's no
Um,
should be number one hands down. I don't know even. Oh,
yeah.
the heck is I see somebody missing on that list here.
Well, we got okay.
Now
So we got number 8 is Culver's. Have you been to a Culver's?
I don't even know what that is. That sounds like some shit from the South, but I grew up in the South, so I don't know why I don't know it.
It is it's something that's recent. There's not one near me. I seen one in Florida when me and my girlfriend went down there this year. But I didn't have a chance to stop by it. But I did see one down there. I know there's one in Charlotte. There's probably one in Raleigh too.
I'm
Because
noticing that
we talked about the one in
Checkers is not
Charlotte.
on this list.
Yeah, Checkers is not.
How the fuck is that possible? Is there even Checkers still around anymore?
Yeah, I've got one in my town actually, and they've
Okay.
got a different they've got that seasoned with like a heavy pepper kick
Mm-hmm.
on the Checkers fries. So they got
Like,
almost got like a little
how the
Cajun
fuck?
seasoning with a pepper kick.
See, this
Their
list
fries
is
are pretty
bullshit. You
great
ain't got
now.
no checkers on here.
They're extra crispy too, so they almost got like a batter on the exterior of it.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
I
when they
would put
batter the
checkers in
fries.
the checkers are a top 5, I would say for sure. Even though they're all soaked
Okay.
up with that seed oil stuff.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. So Shake Shack. I think I've ate one Shake Shack. I mean, the fries they didn't jump off the page to me.
if I'm not mistaken, Shake Shack got them little skinny fries. I I hate them skinny fries. It's like a guy who wears like pink
You
polos.
sound like my best friend. He's like, man, fuck a shoestring fry.
Fuck those things, bro. Seriously, those are gross. Like you got to grab like 20 of them to have like a nice little fucking handful, and then you're like, what? It's just a big fucking grease sponge. Like there's no point, man. It's like fuck those things.
Oh man, it ain't gotta be like that. Okay, so we got Taco Bell nacho fries.
So I had them once. I don't
That's
remember
number
them being
6.
bad. I think they got the kind of out coating, kind of like the checkers, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we got
But I can't
Chick-fil-A
really say with
fries.
any certainty because when I go to Taco Bell, French fries ain't on my fucking usually to do list.
Well,
It's like
folks cut up when the nacho fries are back. People cut up. They do. They act up when those come back. They ready to go get them. And I mean, they have commercials about the shit. Like they do they spend like $100 million worth of marketing when they get nacho fries back. They're like, man, we need to let folks know we got them back. And so I guess they buy them like that. Number 5, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A should not be in the top 5.
I might have to beg to differ with you, man, because then they're
Do
waffle
you think
fries. They're
so?
waffle fries,
Waffle
yeah.
fries?
Except
Just like
we know now that fucking Chick-fil-A like fries their shit in nuclear waste, so nobody should ever eat Chick-fil-A ever again.
yeah, that's probably why it's good because it's got
It's so
cracked
goddamn
eggs.
good. Them chicken sandwiches are so good. Like literally, I saw a breakdown one of them little 5-minute videos on YouTube, and it had had the list of scrolling ingredients and shit on the fucking chicken, and it was absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't. I don't know, dude.
You
Every
see, we live in
Chick-fil-A I go
America where
by,
you're
I
allowed to
never.
use chemicals that are banned in Europe and shit.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they just lame. The hey, so, Europeans, y'all all right? Maybe not folks from specific areas of Europe, but some of y'all okay.
Yeah, a bunch of beta males
Uh,
over there, but that's all right. It's their thing, I guess.
yeah. Number 4, Burger King. Nah, Burger King shouldn't be in the top 5.
I don't really recall them being anything special. Like they're just like kind of there. Like
Mm-mm.
not now, definitely not type 5.
Yeah, Arby's curly fries. I think there would be a
This is
consensus that people would put them in the top 5
I
because
can
I've
see
heard a
why
lot
they're
of
top
people
5.
rave over those because it's different. It's curly. I
Hmm.
think just a different orientation of the fry. I think that's what it is. A different orientation. Number 2, Wendy's. That's a definite no.
That's a definite no. They're very dry and pasty, and those they got fat ones. Yeah, no.
That's a hell no. Okay. And then number 1, which Corey disagrees with adamantly, and I do as well. McDonald's.
I think people put
I think
McDonald's there
McDonald's can
because they
still
put
be
all
in the
them.
top 5. They can still be in
Well,
the top
people
5.
only think that because the chemicals they put on the shit, and it makes you addicted to them. So people think they like them when they suck. It's drug addiction.
And
That's why people like them.
and that could be the case. So I want to compare that, seeing how we had the 10 best fast food fries to the 10 best fast food chains, and see if we could agree with that as far as that goes. And it's gonna differentiate as far as that goes. So let's see if we can get down. Let's see top 10. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, that's the worst chain.
Oh my god, I can't believe it
Here we
says that. All
Let's
right, let's
do the
start at
worst
the
one.
bottom.
Yeah, so Wetzel's Pretzels. I don't know what that is. Do you
Um,
know what that
I
is?
think that's like I think it's like Auntie Anne's. Did you ever have an Auntie Anne's in your mall near
Oh
you?
yeah. They're in every mall,
Yeah, I think it's like
so
that.
it's like that. Okay, so their pretzels are bad. The Bucefaro family McDonald's
Never heard of that.
maybe
That sounds like some bullshit.
is that overseas?
I don't know. It sounds like some family. Somebody's got a grudge against this family franchise owner.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a weird McDonald's. It almost looks like a cult. South Philly cheesesteak and fries. I've seen those. Those are in malls. Those are in malls.
Here's the problem when you're dealing with those kind of cheesesteak type steaks, the little thin, shaved steaks, is that when you get bad meat, they're bad. Like if it's a bad cut, it's terrible. And like I have a feeling that they probably are all bad cuts in that place.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we got Buffalo Wild Wings, and this is from Coupon Birds.
Buffalo Wild Wings go. I think that's a little. So Buffalo Wild
They're
Wings is
probably
it's a big place with like a bar and like TVs and people go there to watch the football game, and
his
they
sports.
got some really big ones. The go is I think a little tiny, a little smaller version of that.
Buffalo Wild Wings used to have really good food. I remember actually when I moved uh to this area to go to college. We loved the Buffalo Wild Wings, but then it moved out from downtown and they changed up their food. I think the food tasted better back in the 90s and 2000s. I mean, I
Oh
liked it.
yeah, yeah. Because over years they take 20, 30 years to learn how to cut corners.
Yeah, so I mean, it tasted a whole lot better.
If you look at a picture
So
of a Big Mac from 1980 compared to a Big Mac today, today's Big Mac is like 30% smaller.
right, right. And probably way less meat too. Number six, this is Coupon Bird's worst rated chains is Sonic.
That's crazy because I like Sonic. I was actually very scared of Sonic for a long time because I don't like their little system. You got to drive up and like look at the thing and push a button, and some chick would come out on roller skates, but they don't come out on roller skates anymore, I guess, because of liability. But I always thought it was weird. But it's
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually good. Their food's okay. It's they got a ton of fried shit. If you like fried shit, that'll give you a heart attack. It's good. Their burgers are decent. Um, so here's the thing. Here's a good comparison. Like their burger is okay. It's not a bad burger. It's about $6.99 for their burger. Whereas if you go over to like Five Guys, their burger is $10.99. So is it worth the extra $4 for the better value? I think yeah. I think it's definitely worth it.
Okay, okay. And this was on Sonic, right? On Sonic? I don't know. The last time I ate a burger from there, it kind of turned me off. It almost
They
mushy.
also have for like
Made me throw up.
$5. They got a foot long hot dog with chili on it, and
It's a
it's
coney.
it's not
It's a coney
horrible.
dog.
They say that, but
Okay.
I'm from Coney Island, okay, and I ain't never seen that up there. They can call it whatever they want, but it's okay. It wasn't bad. It's if you're broke, it's a worthy $5. So,
Okay.
and then
Well,
of
we know
course
that.
you got their slushies, which are cheap as dirt. Thank God. Like you can get a 32-ounce slushie there for like $2.
Oh yeah. Oh, if you go during happy hour, shit, they about just put it in the car with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then
boom.
again, you can spend your $5 or $6 on their milkshakes or their malts, and they have the stuff where you can throw the Reese's Pieces in it and stuff, right? Like a Ghetto Blizzard.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
but overall, Sonic is okay. I can deal with it.
Okay. So number five, Popeyes. Now, I I I can see this because Popeyes, my problem with it is that when I go in there, I can't never get no chicken. So I just stopped going.
So the problem I have with Popeyes is they're always dirty, and Popeyes
Yeah,
always
that
seems to
too. Yeah.
be they like the management there kind of sucks. They never upkeep the place. Um, Popeyes is okay, but if I'm gonna get chicken, and if I have a choice in the matter, I'm gonna give me some Bojangles. But like, there ain't no Bojangles around here. I ain't seen Bojangles since the Mississippi.
Yeah, that's all that's in my area. North Carolina, it's just Bojangles everywhere. Hell, there's
Oh,
probably
really?
like
You lucky?
5.
You got the dirty rice. So good.
Hold on, let's see. One, two, three. Oh, I think there's six in the place I live. 6 or 7. I mean, like you trip and fall and hit a Bojangles. So we got number 4, Wahlburgers. I've seen one of those at Myrtle Beach. I've never went in there and ate one.
That's not a
Wahlburgers.
big widespread
That's
chain. I mean, they only got a
it's
handful of those.
it's
That's
a
Marky
Mark
Mark's
Wahlberg.
deal.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I remember
Oh,
seeing there was one on Vegas right on the strip. that was always had a line. It was like, walk up and always had a line there, but I never ate there.
Okay, all right, and then we got Bobby's Burgers by Bobby Flay.
I never heard of that, and I don't even know why it's on this list.
Uh-uh. Yeah, number two McDonald's and number one Taco John's.
You can't really argue with number two, but Taco John's. Have you ever been to a Taco John's?
No.
They
Is
got
it
them
like a
out
Taco
here.
Bell similar to it?
Yes, it's like a ghetto Taco Bell. It's the worst shit ever. Like the food, man. So I want you to imagine this. Imagine you go. So back in the day, Taco Bell used to be really good. Like it seemed like they used to like actually melt the cheese onto your taco and stuff, right? That's kind of gone the way of the dodo. But Taco John's, I remember I got the taco and I unwrapped it, and it was a taco shell that was room temperature, not warmed or anything, and the meat was in there, and it had like that cheese that was not melted, that was just flung on there, and all the lettuce was off on the side in the wrapper. It was the worst fucking taco I've ever bought from an establishment in my fucking life. And I don't think I'm gonna go back. I might have to go back again just to verify that it was as bad as it was the first time.
Okay, yeah. You need to make verification. So that was the according to Coupon Birds, the worst ones. And now we've got it says the top 10 best super chains, but it's got 11 up here. The Carl Jr.'s, which is Hardee's, um, is number 11.
So Carl
Okay.
Jr.'s is not something that I've gone to much. There is a bunch of Carl Jr.'s around. I just never. It's one of them deals. I just never gotten around to
Is
it.
that what they call it in your area? You see, over here they call them Hardee's.
Yeah, here they're
So I
Carl's
guess
Jr. Here they're Carl's
on
Jr.
the West Coast, they're Carl Juniors. Okay. Well, if the Carl Juniors have the same French toast sticks that Hardee's have, I believe hands down best fast food French toast stick you can get.
Ooh, I'll have to try them because I like the Burger King fast
And
food
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
French toast
and
sticks.
not and well, I'm trying to tell you when you get those, you'll be like, okay, yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. So IHOP. Um, I don't
So
really get
IHOP is it?
hamburgers at IHOP.
Well, here's the deal. IHOP is good when you got to eat at 3 in the morning. I mean, that's it. It's, you got to eat at 3 in the morning. It's IHOP, and I would take an IHOP over a Denny's. I might take a Village Inn over an
Yeah.
IHOP.
Oh, okay.
But IHOP is okay. Oh, here's the
All right.
problem with IHOP is IHOP has gotten ridiculously out of control pricing wise. I went to an IHOP. Shit, when did I go to IHOP last? It must have been right around the time that I moved out here, maybe about 2 years ago. I was down with my cousins way down south of here, and I think I stopped at an IHOP, and it was like the cheapest omelet was like $16.99. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, are you? So all of these chains, this is weird. All the chains, like breakfast chains, got super expensive. Past the point of where of mom and pops, right? Like when I want to go to breakfast here, I go to mom and pops. Mom and pops are cheaper than the IHOP and cheaper than the Denny's. All that stuff, you're not
Yeah.
walking out of there for less than
I mean,
$30. I can walk out of my
yeah,
local
they still
diner
got
that I
five
like to
dollar
go to for about
slam.
20.
They still got like the $6 slam or whatever.
Did they
You can get a
really
slam.
on special?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen them promoting it. Okay. Number 9, Dairy Queen ice cream place.
I haven't.
It's just ice cream. I don't really
Well,
eat
it's
there.
not. That's the thing. It's not really. It used to be. Dairy Queen when I was growing up was always a just an ice cream place. But over the years, they've added burgers and fries and chicken sandwiches and all kinds of
Hmm.
stuff. They've tried. I guess they've tried to compete in that market. But I guess it's kind of hard to rebrand yourself. Like Dunkin' Donuts added a
Yeah.
whole bunch of like breakfast sandwiches and stuff like that, which
Breakfast sandwiches and stuff.
I guess you can kind of get away with it because it's kind of along the theme of donuts, coffee, breakfast, But
Uh-huh.
when you're like an ice cream place and then you just start adding burgers, it's like,
Chicken tenders and chicken tenders.
yeah, it's just different. It's just like I understand what they're doing. They want to offer more to their customers, but I don't know. But overall, I've had Dairy Queen's food. It's not horrible. It's not
So,
bad.
okay.
But
All
that's the
right.
kind of
So
place I got to think
Panera
if I want a
Bread.
Blizzard. But
Uh-huh.
see, honestly, nowadays, if I want a Blizzard or something, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go to Sonic and get me one of Sonic's
Sonic.
deals.
You're gonna go to Sonic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can get it cheaper too. Um, Panera Bread.
Never, I never, no, no, no. Fuck, I think, okay. If you spend money to go eat lunch at Panera Bread, like you have no self respect at all. Zero, none.
You see you down in the dumps.
So, Panera Bread, like you go there and you buy some fucking fancy ass freaking focaccia bread turkey sandwich that's got like 3 slices of tomato, 2 inches of lettuce, and like one piece of turkey
Liver. Yeah.
in like the fucking middle, and then like one slice of cheese, and it's like
Yeah.
$18. And you're like, wait, what?
And the bread's
No,
hard. The bread be
it's
all hard.
hard. And you leave there thinking, like, what did I just do? I'm hungry again. It's like, no, 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 no.
If we would go to Panera Bread sometimes and get they had a banging cheese Danish at one time. I used to go over there and get that, but not never to eat like eat. You know what I'm saying? It was after I went somewhere and ate. Then I was like,
And
hey, well, they
honestly,
got one of those Danishes.
they're an assembly line bakery. So I when I was growing up, I worked in bakeries for many years, and I really enjoyed it. I liked the work. It was it was neat. I'd get to work from 2 in the morning till like 10. I get to make all kinds of cool stuff. It was just a fun job. But we did everything from scratch at the places that I worked at. I go into Panera Bread, and you can take 30 seconds and just see the oven stuff that they have in the background there, and you can tell that everything that they have there comes in frozen, comes in pre-made in batches, muffin mix in batches. You know what I mean? Already in a
Really?
frozen bucket. Like everything there comes in a frozen bucket, right? So that's it. They put on a good presentation for what they have, but it is not a real traditional bakery by any stretch of the fucking imagination.
Okay. Okay. Uh, for some reason we have Dairy Queen again. I guess there's a difference between
I
grilled
never
cheese
heard
and regular
grill and
cheese.
what? Okay, okay. This list was written by somebody in fucking Bangladesh.
Okay, so let's skip that. Number five, Starbucks.
If I'm desperate for a cup of coffee and I'm out, I'll go to Starbucks, and that's about it.
Okay, what
The
about you?
crazy
Got a
thing here,
seven
like,
brew? You got a seven brew over there? Brew seven brew.
no.
It's a new chain that popped up.
So here the big chains are Dutch Brothers, um, Starbucks. Trying to think if there's another. This,
Which Starbucks
unfortunately,
is new is nationwide.
I live in a town full of goddamn hippie communists, and they love their fucking coffee and their chai, mocha, fucking latte, whatever the fucks. And so you literally have a mom and pop coffee shop on every corner. It is the amount of competition in this town for coffee is so sick. It's crazy.
All right, so we got number four, Waffle House.
Okay, so I love me some Waffle House.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay.
the problem is with Waffle House is that over the years, the pricing at Waffle House has.
Oh, it's went up.
You used to go to Waffle House because you're high at 2 in the morning with your buddies, and the club let out, or you're just out fucking around, and you're fucking up, and you want to do something at 3 in the morning. You go to the goddamn Waffle House because you could get a waffle and whatever, and be out the door for under $10 and be full.
Oh yeah.
Last time I went to Waffle House, man, I think a waffle itself was like fucking $10 just for a waffle. And I'm like, ooh, you shitting me, bro. You shitting me. I can go buy a box of
Yeah, it's
Krusties
one
and
of
make the whole fucking thing for fucking $3.
all star breakfast $13. I know because I just recently got one last
Oh
week.
man. I mean, I
It's
understand inflation's affecting everybody, but
it's getting that ass.
it's
That's all I
it's
know.
interesting. I've been seeing these fast food companies trying to cope. Like Taco Bell has a new $7 box that's actually a pretty good deal if you can eat Taco Bell. Their $7 box is a good deal, and
Hmm.
McDonald's had a $5 thing, a $5 meal deal because they got the message. Their inflation and shit happened, and they raised their prices, and then McDonald's put out the fucking alarm saying, yeah, these broke motherfuckers ain't coming here anymore.
Yeah, we were making a lot of money until we raised the prices.
That's the
But
thing.
I mean, that
Like
was the
that's
premise
so.
of it.
But if you'll have this is the age old question when you run a business: do you have a higher price and sell less, or do you have a lower price and sell more? What is worth it? And it should always be worth it to have a lower price and sell more. Okay, let me put it this way: Taco Bell taco is now $2.99 motherfucking cents. Okay, $2.99.
Hmm.
Um, if them tacos were $1.50, I would still probably hit Taco Bell once a week. While I'm out and about, I would probably hit
Right,
Taco Bell once a
right.
week.
Repeat business. That's what you want. You want repeat business.
Yeah. Honestly, people are creatures of habit. I'm a creature of habit. I have about 5, 6 restaurants that I frequent on a regular basis, and like everybody knows who I am when I come in the door. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
and so Taco Bell, you could have been there. You could have been there with me, buddy. But no,
Me
you
and
had to
you, me
charge
and
three
you could
dollars
have.
for a taco. Here's the worst
We'd had
part.
something
There's
going
a
on.
fucking right next to Taco Bell is a bar. It's a taco place. It's tacos and tequila. I forget what it's called. But you go in there, their tacos are only $1 more than at Taco Bell. And they got some fancy shit on there. And you can get a beer when you
Oh,
sit
okay.
down. So like, why would I go
Mm.
to Taco Bell when I can go to the taco place right next door that's got beer and a $4 taco that's worth $4? You know what I mean? Like, so the fast food companies have kind of lost the plot. And I think it's because the business model has gotten fucked over the years. Like McDonald's is a real estate company. They don't give a fuck about burgers. You know, they're a real estate company who literally dictates what your burger is supposed to look like to the fucking franchisees, and that's it.
Well,
Although they
so
did
they got
buy
they
every
got a big
fucking
chicken mac now. They got a big chicken mac now. So
so that's an interesting one. You know why it's interesting? Because I looked at it the other day and I got a Big Mac a couple days ago because I hadn't had one in a long time. I was rather disappointed from my memory. It was very small. Um, but the chicken Big Mac was the exact same price, and it looked as though they're using the same chicken patty from the fucking McChicken sandwich, which definitely shrunk over the years. Uh oh.
hmm.
Riverside's giving me messages.
What is it saying? That you froze?
I'm gonna log out and log back in. I got to come right back in. Hang on.
Okay. Guys, we're sorry for that. Sorry for that dip out. He should be back right here in a second. But yeah, I'm right there with him on the prices and everything. The Waffle House, my God, it's $13 now. I mean, I still went and got it, but we're talking about All Star burgers. You get the waffle, scrambled eggs, bacon, hash browns. So you get a good deal, but it's just I don't know what's on up there, and everything's kind of squeezing the wallet. What was it? I checked Burger King out the other day. Golly, it's probably been about 4 or 5 years since I checked out Burger King, and hell, the Whopper meal that was $12. I said, shit. I said, man, it's real out here. So you start to weigh your options. Is like, is it better for me to go to a sit down restaurant? Go somewhere and have a seat as opposed to what I've got going on right now. So yeah, that's the question that you're having to pose every single time you go out. And the fast food restaurant used to be, you know, we need something quick and we need something that's inexpensive. Okay. And so that was supposed to be the whole premise there. But we got what we got number three, Jersey Mike subs. I'm not I'm not a big sub guy. I did used to go to Subway quite a bit for lunch, but Subway's kind of went downhill. Actually, a bunch of them has closed in the area. I don't know what your area looks like, but a bunch of Subways have closed around here. Like that's like I think Subway might get KO blowed all the way around. And we got Corey back with us. Corey, be good.
I think we're good.
Okay, all good. Yeah, it looks like you just froze. But I was talking to the people about Jersey Mike subs. I don't know if that's a place that you frequent. I don't know if that's in your area. The Jersey
So
Mikes.
Jersey Mike subs. Yeah, we got Jersey Mike's, and Jersey Mike's is a good cheesesteak. There's really no way to argue with it. It
Mhm.
comes down to a matter of price. The last time I mean, I remember going to Jersey Mike's when I first got here just 2 years ago, and a Jersey Mike's was like 12, $13. Last time I went, I ended up spending like 17. So
Okay.
it's good.
Okay.
It's good, but if I
It
am
runs.
going to get if
Mhm.
I'm going to get a cheesesteak, I can get one a little cheaper from. We got a Philly cheesesteak mom and pop here that has a great Philly cheesesteak for like $13. So
Okay. Well, I was talking to him about Subway because I used to go there a couple times a week just for lunch. But the Subways in my area, all of them are closed. Like, so I think
okay, so
Subway's.
Subway
I think they're gonna fall out right here shortly.
they should fall out because we went from just a couple years ago $5 foot long to now their cheapest foot long is $12, and their foot long ain't a foot. Their foot long is only 11 inches, and they got sued over it. They
So they're
actually
buying
won
it
the
back.
lawsuit.
Damn it.
They actually won the lawsuit because they said foot long is actually a trademarked, name. It's not actually a foot long.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. So,
So my
so
name from now on
uh,
is Footlong Hughes. Okay,
yeah,
just that's how it's going to be.
ladies, get that
Doesn't
too. I thought you said foot long. It's just a trademark. That's it.
It's just a trademark.
That's it. It's just a trademark. Uh, number two, Five Guys. Number two.
Yeah, yeah, hands down. If you're going to get a burger, the only other place that I like to get a burger, if I'm going fast food, I mean, there are some sit down restaurants that have a great burger that I'll take any day. But
Hmm.
um, the only other place is a place that is a chain out here we have in Colorado called Good Times. I don't know if they
Okay.
have it anywhere many other places, but um, all of the beef is grass fed, fucking hand massaged, all that fucking good stuff that hippies like, and they got two different kinds of fries, wild and natural cut, and which is basically waffle fries or net regular fries, and you can get out of there with a combo cheeseburger for 11 and change out the door. So it's not a bad deal. If I want a whole combo and I'm in the neighborhood, I'm not going to go out of my way to go to Five Guys. I'll go to Good Times instead. Good Times is really good as far as burger chains go, especially for the money. Considering you can get a goddamn burger, of fries, and a drink for cheaper than you can get a fucking Big Mac combo at McDonald's. It's a no brainer at
Okay.
this point. Really,
Okay.
it's what it all comes down to with the fast food is like it all comes down to the money. If your shit was still a fucking dollar or $2, people would be still buying the fuck out of it, right? But it's just you charge $4 for something you've been getting for $2 your whole life, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck you," right?
Yeah, the value. And then, of course, number one, which I could probably tend to agree with the amount of people that's at it, is Chick-fil-A.
See, I
That's
don't
got to
know,
be
man.
hands
Like,
down.
I like
Well, I'm just
Chick-fil-A,
saying
but I
with
haven't eaten there because once,
the sheer volume though of people.
yeah, but
They
once I
got
learned what was
volume.
in their shit, man, I was grossed out. Like, I was grossed out by what they cooked their fucking chicken in. I don't think I'll ever eat there again, personally. But I understand why it's popular. I don't know how the whole closed on Sunday thing goes over. I mean, they're one of those, political kind of companies. So, how do you feel about them being closed on Sunday? And do you think it's a good business decision? And is there
Being
a way
closed
to
on
get around
Sunday.
God? They should just hire a Jew, and a Jew will come up with a way to get around God and open on
Well, I
Sunday.
don't know. I don't know. The guy was going. He was going to shine a Negro shoes back in damn the when we had the BLM stuff going on. He was going to shine my man's shoes or something, or kiss his foot, whatever he was doing. I'm like, man, what are you doing? Nah, well, I guess as far as them being closed on Sunday, I'm okay with it. Um, whether you saying that you were doing it because folks could go to church or whatever, that didn't really make me any difference on that. But I'm fine with that. There's other places that close on Sundays as well. There's restaurants. Actually, Crumble closes on Sunday, the cookie store, but they close so they can actually revamp their stuff for the week because they
I
change
don't
their
know that we have
cookies
a
every week.
crumble here. We got a Mary's
Yeah.
Mountain cookies, and we got a
Do they
something
change their lineup
PM
every week?
cookies. Oh, I don't know. I
They
don't.
change
I
their
don't go
lineup.
be eating them cookies all the time. I've been losing
Oh,
weight. You
okay.
can't tell how skinny I is.
Yeah, IES. IES. Oh my goodness! I tell you what.
So I'm
Yeah.
under 200
Mhm.
pounds for the first time in like 5 years.
Okay. Oh. So
So
you have dropped quite a bit then.
hmm
Uh,
yeah,
okay. So yeah. Well, well, we spend a lot of time on food, but I guess that was refreshing. Do something a bit different than talking about damn politics. Talk about Kamala Harris. How much she
yeah.
sucks.
Fuck that
You know
bitch.
what I'm saying? She had a nice town hall meeting though yesterday.
So where does she get her burger from?
Ooh,
She eats a White Castle.
she's
That's what I'm
definitely a
saying.
White Castle. I'm surprised White Castle wasn't mentioned in anything.
People are weird about White Castle. So I grew up with my dad fucking loving White Castle. They were a small chain up in New York, I think, in the beginning. And my dad would take me there and get. My dad would eat like 20 of those fucking things. In hindsight, you're
Mm,
just eating a whole bunch of bread, right? Like, cause you get the big old bun like that, and the meat was like super skinny in the middle, and they had like the little
mm,
spritz of onions on there, and that was it. But like the White Castles were good. They had one on the Vegas Strip. I had some when I was down in Vegas a couple years ago, and it's not the
oh,
same, not the same as when you're growing up. Like my dad, we used to go to the original Nathan's in New York too, and then they turned Nathan's into a
mhm.
chain, and that was no good, really.
Okay, okay. They said, what Nathan's? What the hot dogs?
Yeah, Nathan's hot dogs. Nathan's famous.
Okay, man. They sell that shit at the grocery store. You can get it. You can get the famous hot dog there. Their frozen French fries are actually really good. And somehow I may have lost Corey again.
Am I still with you?
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Man,
yeah, yeah. We're
I don't
good.
know what's going on with my internet connection. Something's going
Oh,
on.
was it
My
wigging out?
apologies.
Hold on, hold on. Oh, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna pause your upload. That way, that way to help it out. Uh, Corey, I look. I know that you have issues with the marketing side, and I found this video on TikTok of this lady marketing this razor, and I think you can get some pointers from here. And I think that you can still use your shock value, and then still close at the end. I want to show you this right quick. Here we go.
So my coochie needed a last minute shave while I was on vacation, and I'm so happy I had this Bem electric shaver with me because it's so small and the battery life lasts long. You can take it anywhere. When I got down to the beach, I was actually able to shave my bikini line and some spots I missed on my legs. You don't need water, so this works wonders. Summer might be over, but that doesn't mean you have to turn into a hairy mess. We've all been there. I linked the electric shaver below if you want to try it. This would make a great stocking stuffer for the my coochie.
I mean, you see, I mean, so Corey, something like that, something that jumps right out at the audience, captures their attention real quick, and then you can kind of parlay. I mean, what do you think?
I'm sorry. What?
You know what I'm talking about? You need a good opening. I think that's what it is. As opposed to buy my book, motherfucker.
Um, I
I
don't
mean,
think. I don't
hey,
know.
look. If you were a woman, wouldn't you be like, you know what? There was that time I was on vacation and I need to shave my coochie. Well, I mean, just like pop right in your mind. No,
No, no, no, no. I'm not understanding the
I,
correlation here.
no. I was just saying that I was just trying to give you a little marketing ploy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing how different how people do it in
Look, here's the
different ways.
deal. Motherfuckers buy my shit because of my fucking sparkling personality. And that's why they buy my shit. All right. So you can't really package that, can you? In a marketing, a little 30-second ad. No.
Oh my goodness, man! Say you can't just package it. Boy, I tell you what, man. I was trying to get actually I ran across that and it's like my coochie needs a
I
little
thought you
less
was showing
love.
me
I'm
some
like,
shit like
damn.
that fucking I thought you was showing me some shit like them girls in the tight panties and stuff like trying to show off their coochie. That's what I thought that was when it first came on. You know I'm
That moose knuckle. The moose knuckle.
the moose knuckle. Yeah, the moose knuckle, man. I still can't bro. Them I still can't get over the moose knuckle. Like people actually put out them videos pretending to do something else just so you'll look at the moose knuckle. Hey, watch me! I'm gonna ride this little unicycle in this tight, skimpy ass clothes with my fucking gap just fucking hanging out. You know, like
Hey, don't pay
really.
attention to that. Don't pay attention to that. Corey, that video was not for the male gaze.
I was supposed to tune in to learn how to ride the unicycle. Is that what I was supposed to do? I don't think
Yes, you're
so.
not supposed to be paying attention to the damn crotch, man. That's not what the
Oh, and I think they cracking down on the transparent try-ons. I think are getting cracked down because one of
are.
them came up in my feed in my algorithm, and so I clicked on it, and it was only like 30 seconds, and then it cut, and it didn't have any of the try-on stuff. It was all like, "Come to my OnlyFans." It was a real quick ad. So then I started looking for a couple more of them, and they were all the same. They were cut real short. Nobody getting naked in them. So I'm pretty sure YouTube put the kibosh on that shit. The funny thing is, though, some of them fucking videos had like 6 and 7 million views. So people are tuning in. It's not like they fucking weren't
Yeah.
tuning in.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. They just stuck a disclaimer up there as like, this video is not for sexual gratification. I'm like, this is just for entertainment purposes only, and just to show you how these
Oh,
clothes
and
fit on a natural body.
you saw the breastfeeding tutorial videos, right?
Oh, they got all kind of stuff up there, dude.
Breastfeeding tutorials with a doll. So the chick takes her shirt off and she jiggles her titties like this, and she's got the baby doll, and she's like puts the doll on her nipples, and she's like, "This is for educational purposes."
Yeah, who you fooling here? Hey, look, hey, somebody else is actually trying to go and break the record, break a record right here next year, Corey, for the amount of men slept with in a 24-hour period.
Oh, not the 600 bitch, is it? Oh, in a 24-hour
No,
period. Oh, that pussy will be irrevocably
yeah.
damaged forever.
It's this one right here, and this is probably gonna get me some type of strike because it's got a ragged ass thing in the back. Maybe it won't, but I'll play it right here. She plans on trying to get 950
next year, which I'm really excited for. I'm going to do the world record.
Oh my god.
Which
God,
is
919 men in 24 hours.
No way,
909.
No fucking way, bro.
Yeah, every 45 seconds.
Did you ever get sore?
Yeah, for sure.
That'd have to be like set up like a laboratory.
Yeah, that will be like fire in the studio. Like it will be a lot of like behind the work.
You're gonna have to load assistants on deck and stuff. You can't, it's not a solo mission, is it?
So how does it work? So like, do they have to finish for them to count as one, or
No,
is
I
it
need
just
to like
in and out
look into the rules. Like a girl did it before, and it was just sort of like every minute someone was fucking her.
every minute?
Yeah.
So they don't have to finish then. So
No,
it's
but I
every
don't know how
minute.
many like pumps you have to do. There must be some sort of rules. So you have to have, like that adjudicator thing.
Yeah. Someone's sitting.
Yeah.
That is just
919 is 24 hours.
919. Yes, I'm gonna aim for 950. I'm gonna do it in LA.
when you did this 24 hours, for previous record, do you know if it was set from like an actual 24 hours or like was it
Yeah, it's consistent 24 hours.
950 divided by 24? You got to do 40 a minute, 40 an hour.
That's fucked.
That's crazy.
40 an hour.
Next.
Woo! Bud, what kind of desperation you got to have to sign up for that? Like, it's no.
I don't know. I don't understand like that mentality. Like, I just don't
Yeah, I don't
understand it.
either. Like, I don't either. Like what happened and at what point in time did it happen for you to fall all the way off the wagon? Hey, look, man, I ain't telling people that they shouldn't enjoy sex or nothing like that, but it's just like, obviously, like you've got an issue now. Like 950 million. And look, as the man, you gonna go in there talking about, oh no, they ain't gotta finish. I'll be damned. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't came here and stood in line and had to see all these hard dicks, man, I'm finished, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got to be over there fluffing themselves. You want to know how awkward that is? I think the first time the woman that I remember doing it, I can't remember her name, but I'm pretty sure Jerry Springer was involved in it. I think damn Jerry Springer, his crew was there like filming the stuff. Of course, it would blur it out. You just see some dude go over there and just hit for about 15 seconds, then get off of her. I'm like, man, this is despicable, isn't it? It's just not this nature. Like that used to be the reserved for like you know the lowest of the low.
Well, that brings you to another one of those fundamental questions you got to ask yourself when you're growing up. Like, if you only hit it for 15 seconds, does that count? Can I add it to my number list if I can? It's only was 15 seconds.
Ooh, is that a body count?
Because when you're growing up, there's always a couple that you only hit for 15 seconds or so. There's always going to be them couple. The chick changes her mind, or you're fucking get off too soon, or some weird shit happens, or mom walks in the door.
No.
So there's always a time when you stick it in and you're like, did that count? I don't even know.
Your mom walks into the door. Oh, someone. Oh, Lord. Oh man, that's a good one. Man said she I like the one that you had though, the withdrawing consent mid stroke. It said, you know what, I don't want to do this. Do it. I'm already here.
Hey, growing up, I had 2 or 3 that I wondered if they counted my whole life. You know, after today, I just say, fuck it, they do count.
Listen, I'm not sure if those count or not, but I'm gonna. Hey, they're notches on my back. I was in there. I feel like I was in there at least. Speaking about being in there, we've got a recent allegation on Trump once again that he
Oh, he likes Hitler.
groped. Yeah. Well,
No, he liked Hitler. He wanted generals like Hitler. That was my favorite one. Sieg Heil, Air Trump.
Al Hitler, and there's also this woman who they're saying now that he or she's saying that he groped her 31 years ago. A groping.
31.
Yeah, 31 years ago. Yeah.
And it just came out 2 weeks before the election. Like, do these people think it's actually going to sway anything?
Yeah, like so she looked like that 31 years ago.
What do you say to those critics that say this was politically motivated?
I can't control when that documentary comes out. I can't control the fact that it's premiering 2 weeks before the election.
And she says she could not stay silent any longer.
It takes a lot of guts, and you have to really prepare yourself to be ready for that onslaught. And I'm ready now. Just bring it.
And despite her saying that the timing so close to the election and choosing to speak out is coincidental, in our interview, she does make her support for Harris very clear, in addition to not wanting to see Trump retake the White House. What do you say to?
Oh, no, I mean, it's just coincidence. Total coincidence. And 93 is when she said she got groped. She got do you think it was the classic grab her by the pussy?
I don't think this is so ridiculous. It's not even. It's almost not even worth commenting on. It's a bullshit allegation with no evidence. Fucking 31 years ago, 2 weeks before the 2 weeks before 2 weeks before the election, not assassination. Fuck, what was I thinking? Freudian slip. Freudian slip. If it happens, I didn't know anything.
Oh, they're gonna be looking for Corey. CoreyEves.org. There he is. What are you, Nostradamus or something? And so we need to check on that damn ninja. That's what they're gonna be like. Yeah, but hey, this is happenstance. Okay, now I just happen to support Harris. All right, and I just happen to be wanting to talk about this about a few weeks before the election. But it's happenstance. I had all this other time to come out and say that he grabbed my pussy in '93. But now's a good time. I mean, it's not politically motivated. Allegedly. I mean, you see how this works. I mean, it's just like, I mean, it's like, it's too easy. It's just like, guys, I mean, even if he did, I mean, at this point in time, so what? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what did he grab your booty back then? I mean, just let me know. I mean, obviously it wasn't something that just took you out. You seem to have done all right for yourself since that point in time. So I mean, I don't get it. Now we've got that. They're coming after Kanye West too. Now he recently got accused of sexually assaulting his ex assistant at a P Diddy party. At a Diddy party. Now this chick is a OnlyFans creator, and she was doing stuff for him, I believe, if I'm correct, back in 2022. I don't know what kind of assistance. Yeah, here we go. Lauren Piscotti worked with him from 21 to 22. So let's get a picture. This is her right here. Okay.
I don't know. She's looking a
Personal
little
assistant.
too. She's looking a little too Mediterranean, if you know what I mean.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I need to see her profile to verify.
Oh, do you? Her OF profile. Oh, here she is again right here. What do you think? Piscotti.
All right,
What's that? Is
so
that Italian?
I thought that was that shit you dipped in coffee.
God fucking Lee, man. There it is. Biscotti. The shit you dip in coffee. What's that, like a bread?
Biscotti, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what she's saying. She said that she was drugged.
Here's the deal. Allegations are bullshit. If you didn't go to the cops and it's not a criminal case, go fuck yourself. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Is that Kim?
Yeah. Yeah, this is an old photo right here. Yeah, that's an old photo right now. This is his new chick. Now,
Wearing a garbage bag.
Yeah, Bo. He's got her butt naked the whole time.
She's a plant. She's a handler. Okay, she is most certainly a Mossad handler. There's no question about it.
Is that what we gonna name? Is that what we name?
She has Harley Pasternak on fucking speed dial.
Oh man, that's some good stuff. Yeah, but yeah, and this is her again. Like this is how he has her out all the time, just like this. Hardly any clothes on, like, and this is Piscotti once again. And so, oh, is this Diddy? Oh, this is Diddy's family. Everybody coming out, holding hands. They praying for Diddy. Is anybody praying for Diddy? Where's all Diddy's friends at? You know what I'm saying? Or you think any of them's gonna come around and say a couple good words for him? Corey, did I lose you again? did we lose Corey? I think I may have lost Corey again. Because I don't know what the deal is. We're having some technical difficulties tonight, for sure. And I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so Kanye, he's taking a hit right now. But it doesn't seem like it's going to go any further than that as far as that goes. With these particular allegations, we'll see if those actually bloom into anything. I don't know if they will or not, but we'll see what happens with that. But I want to go ahead and pull up the main topic, which is the Abercrombie and Fitch CEO or former CEO being under arrest. Okay, and this is Mr. Mike Jeffries. And it seems like another one of the moguls of the trafficking industry is under duress once again. Okay, looks like they got these particular plants in every single avenue and area of business of entertainment. And he's the latest one. I don't know why now, but he's the latest one to get hit, to get taken out. And I think it was him and a couple of his pals. Now this dude looks weird as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Jeffries guy, man, he looks like a damn movie character. It looks like he should be playing the Joker. Is what he looks like, Mr. Mike Jeffries. I know. Have you seen this guy, Mike
Mm-mm.
Jeffries?
Maybe.
Oh, let me share this with you on the screen. Here we go. This is the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, the guy who likes little boys or something.
Yeah, yeah. He just recently posted a $10 million bond. So they let him out of jail. With it, is this white privilege? Is that what they're gonna call it? They won't let Diddy out.
Yeah, that's some white privilege for sure.
Is that what we calling that? So of
Here's the deal:
course,
white privilege exists, but only in the upper echelon. Not doesn't apply to people like me.
right, right. This is the case. So of course, as I said, he was let loose $10 million bond. And he has allegedly been busted for shopping out the gentlemen, okay, the boys at Abercrombie and Fitch. That's some of the models. So Corey, it looks like this particular, and we spoke about this before in some of the other avenues, as far as our other podcasts, but it seems like they have these type of people in almost every aspect of our life and in almost every industry, especially on the entertainment side.
Yeah, which I don't really understand at all. Like in the politics world, I can say this with certainty. There is a
Mhm.
degree of weird, freaky, gay shit that goes on in the upper echelons of politics with dudes who are not gay as a weird power grab complex thing. No joke. But that's not this. This is some weird fucking um I have power, I have money, and I can have whatever I want kind of complex. That's what I think this is. Um it's I just don't understand it. I don't understand this pedophilia that just seems to be rampant amongst people who have money.
Yeah, I don't either. And it seems like you know, because eventually you outstay your welcome, you overstay your welcome. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so if you step in the wrong way, then of course there's some things that can happen and you can be outed. And then now you're in a situation as Diddy is, as Epstein was, and now it seems like as Mike Jeffries is. Now there's some of his other assistants that were with him. They have been convicted as well. Let's see. It said Mike Jeffries. We got him, and then we've got his romantic partner and alleged cohort in the crime, Matthew Smith. So I guess Jeffries likes the dong. Okay, so we got him, and then we've also got the third defendant, James Jacobson. All these men are like 70 and 60. You know,
Mm.
they're old men. And so it says from 2008 to 2015, the trio allegedly targets store workers and models, some as young as 19 years old. So they wasn't going for
Oh,
underage
okay.
boys. They were going for grown men.
That's
Now
fine then.
look, now look, I've got an issue with this. Okay, now me as a grown man, you might slip up and you might hit me over the head, knock me out, and you might clip me once. But I suggest you don't let me live, okay? Because when I see you again, all right, there will be hell to pay, okay? No doubt about it. You ain't gonna get this, you know, 15, 20 times talking about, well, you know what to do. Yeah. Yeah, the minute you think something going down, I'm gonna kick your ass, man. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I was like, that's what's happening here. But I don't know if they're being promised maybe better gigs as far as moving up the ladder as far as being models or different positions in stores or things of that nature. That's got to be the case, seeing how we're talking about people who are technically of age, according to documentation right now. What do you think, Corey? Or do you think it's just exploitation?
Oh, clearly, clearly. I don't see it being. It couldn't be anything else. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, this is one of them stories that doesn't really resonate with me at all. Like this is a bunch of weird, creepy old dudes doing what weird, creepy old dudes do. I just want to know why there's a charge. What actually happened to bring this to their attention? Because this isn't something new.
Right, right, of course. And it seems, well, this year in particular, Of course we had the Diddy stuff hit, and then we had this hit. And we've kind of over the past, I want to say probably over the past couple of years, we've had like a rash, and it kind of upstarted whenever New York opened up that year where you could go back and file a grievance from at any point in time in your life and get paid out civilly, pretty much. And we've kind of seen the whole door open. I don't know if we've seen it open more because we have more actual victims, or because people have seen that other people are getting paid, and maybe you feel like you didn't get your just due from everything that was happening at that point in time during your life when you were doing the nasty. Um, that could be an aspect of it. Because if we're talking about here, if we're talking about 19-year-olds and up, I mean, at what point in time were you a knowing, willing participant in something that was going down, and maybe you were getting some type of payment on the back end or promise of positions? And we've seen this also as well with Vince McMahon in WWE, WWF, and his allegation with the Janelle Grant. And of course, we know that Vince is a dirty old dude. Hell, he says it. Man, I mean, man's like, well, I mean, I wake up, I'm thinking about business and then some sex, maybe sex more than business. You know what I'm saying? Um, so some of this could be people who were maybe coerced, and I think some of it, uh, which could be a majority of it, especially if they're of age, could be people who maybe see this as an opportunity to move up the ladder. What do you think, Corey?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. If the hot
Mm-hmm.
rich boss wants to fuck you, most women are going to do it.
Yeah, and so how can you discern whether somebody was actually assaulted or not? You know what I'm saying? That's where that fine line is. And as you said, was there an original police report?
Right. If you're not plus, if there's no original police report, I don't want to hear shit ever again, ever. If that first call ain't to the police, then you're lying. Fuck you.
It's that cut and dry. That's pretty much man said, just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's it. You need to immediately. And it's kind of funny. What they always say about, and look, I don't know anything about this, but they always say about the shame of it and things of that nature. I could understand more if you were probably a kid, seeing how you wouldn't have instant access to things. But if you're an adult and something like that happens to you, well, I mean, you could like immediately, like after it happened, drive yourself to the hospital, whatever, for them to perform the rape kits or whatever they do. And a lot of times people don't, but they also talk about the shame aspect of it, as far as maybe they're afraid of how people in society will see them. I'm like, man, we got girls showing their booty holes left and right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, if something happened to you, it happened to you. I would just, and like I said, I hadn't been in the position, but if something happened and I didn't want it to happen, and I don't need it to happen again, then I would try to take steps to make sure that it didn't happen. I mean,
When I was in
I
the police academy, there was this one
mhm.
teacher who was just like, he was a longtime homicide detective, and he was still relatively young guy, and he was just hilarious, the funniest fucking guy. I mean, the first day he had us dying laughing over rape jokes. He was telling us a story about he got called out to an incident where a woman had been sexually assaulted, and it turned out she was involved in a gangbang, and she fucked like six of the dudes, and then didn't want the seventh dude to fuck her, but he fucked her anyway. And so then he's like, "Is that really rape? Is it really rape if you say no to the seventh guy?" He's like, "I'm not really sure about that."
Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So here's some of these guys. I want to show you some of the guys who are coming forward now. These are the victims. Okay. Now they look like and this is him. This is a good photo. That's Mike Jeffries right there, boy. It's just like, Bo, if I see that guy coming towards me, he's like, "Hey, man, I got a proposition for
But
you."
here's another
I'm
problem.
good,
They
bro.
keep expanding this definition of sex trafficking. I mean, like, if I fuck a girl today in Colorado and then I drive her to Ohio and fuck her again, did I just traffic? Is that sex trafficking? I mean, I don't really know. If I drive a girl across
Across
town
that
and fuck
state
her, is
line.
that sex trafficking? Like, their definitions are getting,
Yeah, they're getting diluted.
imprecise.
It's diluting
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So we got that. So I think this is one of the guys. This is Barrett Paul. All right, he come for it.
He looks like he liked it. His mouth's even his mouth is even poised for it. Look at that.
God, look, I knew you were going to do something like that. This is another dude. We got David Bradbury. Okay, he's got a lawsuit pending. This nigga got pearls on. Niggas got pearls. You see this, right? My man got a fucking pearl necklace, guys. Yeah, I mean, I mean, you want to talk about horrendous, boy. It's like, dude. Oh Lord. Okay, so he got is this Jeffries? Okay, so this is what Jeffries looked like about 15 years ago. God, he looked like hell warmed over. Dude, he looked weird. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a weirdo. He looked like I don't need to be alone with this dude in a room, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what he looks like. This was the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Isn't that supposed to be like a damn like a like a beauty standard? Abercrombie and Fitch. Thought they have somebody different for their CEO.
Yeah, he looks like a weirdo. They're all weirdos at that level.
I guess that's hell. Is there any more Abercrombie and Fitches? I guess
I
it's
don't know. I
still
haven't even
still
been to
open,
them
ain't
all
it?
in years.
I guess it's still open. Yeah. So here, these are some of the guys who came forward and put his name out there. Um, it kind of timing. I guess this is the year that we're cracking down, quote unquote, quote unquote, cracking down on the sex traffickers or the dilution of whatever that means now. Um, and it seems to be coming in full force. Does anybody else come to mind that you believe could allegedly have been involved in something like that? Who could be like a bigwig? I'm
I have no
trying to think
idea.
of somebody. People keep saying Jay-Z,
Could be anywhere. I'm
but
sure
it
he's
just
attached to it somehow. He's a weirdo.
yeah, yeah, but it just I don't know. It just seems maybe it seems too easy. Oh yeah, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? It's just like because with even with like
Well,
honestly
let me
like
tell you
he
this: when Jay-Z first
uh huh
popped up in the '90s, he was another one of these guys who literally came out of nowhere, and after having one song on the radio, seemingly became the king of the world. And I never thought it was any good. Honestly, I never liked Jay-Z. I was never a rap guy, a big rap guy anyway, but it always shocked me how he was one of the people in this wave of music in urban music in the 90s that I thought was just dog shit that they were promoting the fuck out of, making millions of dollars, and really had never had any fucking talent in the goddamn first place. So I'm shocked that the vast majority of the hip hop world and R&B world is still even around, because hip hop and R&B is total dog shit today compared to what it was in its early days. So, and I think Jay-Z, if you
it's
ask
definitely
me,
different.
it definitely started to go downhill with Jay-Z and some of these guys that came out in the 90s. I was working at Tape World. I saw every goddamn album that came out for years. And it was like, oh my God, here's another one. But that's just my opinion. But I never thought these guys had talent. They promoted these fucking guys who never had any goddamn talent. I was always blown away by that.
Okay, okay. Well, I mean, talent is what is that? It's in the eye of the beholder. Kind
It's
of like music.
subjective. I get that. Know who doesn't have any
Anyway,
talent? That fucking
who's
Ice
that?
Spice bitch.
She does shake her butt though.
No talent. No talent, bitch. Okay, if you're listening, you have no talent. Fuck you.
Yeah, but she shakes her ass though, man. She's a role model for light skins. For the light skins out there. You know what I'm saying? She's a role model for the light skinned women. So yeah, that's the Abercrombie and Fitch guy. Let us know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. Hey, before we get out of here, I got to show you this Scott Jennings. Okay, man went up there and talked about Kamala Harris's recent town hall event, and it's almost like somebody bought CNN and said, "Hey, y'all at least need to bring somebody in here who's got some entertainment factor, okay? Because we can't just have them talking heads in here talking about the same shit. Trump bad. We got to have something else in here," which was actually pretty smart by them because I know their ratings were crashing. But let me pull this up right quick with old Scott Jennings. Play out.
Do you see something in that?
I mean, is that profound because it rhymes? I mean, look, she doesn't have
Well,
to.
I do think it was very well said.
She doesn't have to be flawless, but she has to give you something. I mean, she's like a true double threat. You know, she's terrible on her feet when she gets unexpected questions, and simultaneously, she can't even answer the expected questions. It's nothing, nothing, nothing. You think she'd be prepared to do this by now. You know, what's a mistake you've made? Nothing. What's a weakness you have? Nothing. What's the first law you want to pass? Nothing. What's a policy difference between you and Joe Biden? Nothing. Over and over and over. Empty, empty, empty. If she were an animal, she'd be a duck-billed platitude.
But listen,
It's a total world.
Oh, Scott Jennings. Hey, but hey, he might make CNN worth it. He get up there. At least he's funny. But he's right, though.
Kamala's terrible. She's the worst candidate that's ever been in American history, I think.
Yeah.
Joe Biden could go back to running and still not be as bad a candidate as she is.
Yes. Yeah, what is it? I can't remember what he said.
If you wake up on that November 6th day and they tell you that she won the presidency, do not ever pay another penny in fucking tax ever again because they stole this election.
Well, they already said that Maricopa County it might take them 13
2 weeks.
days to count their
2
votes.
weeks. What fucking third world country are you, Maricopa County? See, it doesn't matter because Trump's not going to win that state anyway. I mean, that state's toast, so it doesn't fucking matter. They can take 2 weeks. It's not going to affect anything. None of those states, that Wisconsin and Georgia, are all fucked, and they're all going to fuck. It doesn't matter. He can win with none of those. So as long as he gets Pennsylvania, he's golden.
Oh, okay. So Scott Jennings, man. Every time I find a clip of him, I was like, man, let me hold on to that because he's got some good stuff. But I mean, he's right on point. I mean, you get right up there. I mean, literally, Anderson Cooper was asking her questions. And it's like, well, you know, there's things that we need to do, and when we do them, like people will know that we did them. It's just, is this an answer? It's like, well, my mom was middle class, okay? I mean, I think that's how I'm gonna answer questions all the time. You know what I'm saying? You just get right into that.
Hey man, what time is it? It's well, my mom was middle class, and so she would say that it's 12:30.
That's what you got to do right there. So we appreciate everybody for checking us out on this week's Beyond the Cube. Come back with us. We'll be back next Tuesday covering the Penguin on Showtime with the Cube. Of course, we'll be on Sunday, day 0. We'll probably talk a little bit more. If you didn't get a chance to listen to the Penguin episode this previous week, Corey did a little bit of a breakdown on this new token that's going to be coming out next year that's going to help fund creators. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. You also talked about it on the AM Wake Up Show this past Tuesday as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So if y'all want to listen to that, get some details, go ahead, Corey.
We'll be talking about it again on Sunday on day 0.
Okay. Yep. So be there on day 0. We'll be speaking about it then there as well. So be on the lookout for that. Really exciting stuff. We're able to fund some creators out here because it's definitely tough out here in these streets. There's no doubt about it.
In these streets.
No doubt about it at all. Yeah, these streets, but it's tough out here. Go buy Corey's book. All right. Best JFK historian there has ever been. and will there ever be? Okay, right here with us. Okay, your resident historian, a warning from history. Okay, you still can't get those signed copies if you email them. You still can't get a signed copy of the first editions to do that. And yeah, make sure your bloodyhistory.substack. Check out that as well. And for some reason, we are freezing like a motherfucker tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. xq420.com. We will catch y'all next week on Beyond the Cube. Peace out.